Oh, it's good to see you again.
I found a lot of difficult decisions exist in awkward turns like turn 3 to 5 feel like the decisions you make just change the game entirely.
Well, I actually think turns 1 to 3 is the most important.
So where you use your coin and wild growths, I
now,
guess.
it seems a little unfair because Jab has ramp and Surrender doesn't. But there is complicated starts with how you handle your ramp, because some players just immediately don't think about it and like, yeah, I'll toss up my Aspirin here, or I'll just like wild growth there, like forgetting that they don't wild growth there, and then they lose the tempo. And that innervate's pretty good.
Yeah, that innervate pickup from Surrender is probably what's going to equalize the wild growth advantage that Jab has. Because Jab right now doesn't have a turn 2 that is, aside from wild growth, which means if Surrender picks up anything, a 5-drop.
Oh, man.
Wow. Would there have been an argument here for Innervate Shredder and play Wild Growth on 3 instead? Wow.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
So both these players getting a lot of help from the top of their deck here.
And I think Jab might be getting too much help.
Lord. That's too good to turn down. That's the best thing that you can ever ask for.
It's only weak to Keeper of the Grove, but you still kill a Shade and get a huge discount on your entire hand. So you get 3 coins added to your hand, and that's assuming Keeper is even there.
Surrender is really stressing out here. Remember, winner of this series
Swipe Hero Power
is guaranteed to go through to the next round. Like gimmicky stuff where it's just like, oh, like a Force of Nature swipe, and then I just die. It's like, oh, come on. I wasn't playing around that. I was playing around like something else, you know?
I was playing around the Savage War shenanigans, not the... So you could go for just Hero Power. You might not even trade if you think you can top deck the win, because the 5-3 that is doesn't kill you with Force of Nature Savage Roar right now, but it would over the following turn. That is
interesting. So that trade tells a lot to Surrender, I think. Like many people might think of that like, of course he kills a 5-3.
Yeah,
but
no.
You know, first of all, Jab is playing around Force of Nature Savage Roar Innervate combo for 22. The second thing is that Surrender's like, well, if you're playing really defensive and you know that I can go to 19, that must mean that you probably don't have a lot of combo pieces and you're not confident in finishing the game.
So you can use a Force and play the Shade on the back of this, clean up the board, and then have it in your favor. And you're forcing Jab to drop the biggest threat he has, which would be Dr. Boom in the case like this if he finds it. And you have the BGH to answer it, so you're still not that bad off, unless combo hits you right afterwards. I feel like Surrender might just be able to take this. I think Jab's next 2 draws will matter a lot. Wild Growth gives him an extra option.
It all depends if Surrender is making the hard read that Jab plays as if he has no combo pieces. And he's going aggressive so that way he can have a chance to end the game. Would be such a ballsy move.
Yeah.
But it's completely read into like a high-level psychology of like hit that one single shade into the Ancient of Lore trades.
Oh man, you can't even cycle Wrath on a board like this.
I mean, he might be able to pick something up.
Right now. Oh!
He has 2 of the 3 pieces of his win condition. The last is that he needs something on board here.
But Surrender might pick it up a lot,
here we go.
A lot earlier than he does. That is the full combo.
And there it is.
2 off lethal right now. Just going for Keeper of the Grove, BGH, put everything on this board.
I love it,
and
man.
And hope it works.
You know what's awesome?
Go.
It's like if Surrender made that read and then played to his out to win the game, he would have gotten it, but he would have gotten it turn too late because Jab would have had the combo to kill him.
First, yeah.
This is awesome. And now Jab has to make a very hard decision. Do I use something to remove and play as if he doesn't have the Force of Nature Savage? Whoa! Lotheb keeps him alive, but
not only does it keep him alive, but he can follow it up with a Wrath if he wants to negate the BGH or cycle this, although I suspect trying is going to be the most important part without losing any of your health. Wow, unbelievable.
This is pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
We're not sure what's going to exactly happen here.
It depends on Jab's read on this board. I assume he thinks he's dead, which is a very, very reasonable assumption.
So he chooses to Wrath, completely acceptable, plays Lotheb.
Locks out this board, and Surrender is back exactly where he was, which is, oh, I wanted to kill him.
Right.
But no, I can't. He might use a Savage Roar on its own to trade up into Lotheb and keep the Force of Nature.
Yeah, Drew the Claw would just be great, too, so they can, like, Okay. Oh, Drake is really good. Drake is really good because now what you do
trade,
is
though, right? You have to double trade. You have to trade though.
Yeah, but that's great because Drake will stay alive and he'll be at 20 health, and then you just combo him next turn. So I like playing the Drake. Well, for obvious reasons, also because you don't have anything else.
Yeah. I mean, the hero power puts you at 8. It feels awful to trade if your surrender is setting up lethal, but because the Drake is uncontested.
But it's not that it really feels awful. I think it's just more that you're sad because it weakens your board state, but.
Ancient of Lore is a surprisingly good card in a spot like this. You're about to die.
Yeah.
All you have to do is keep this, Ancient of Lore on the board, and it's going to contest the Drake magnificently.
This is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Ancient of Lore. Now Jab has to again weigh, like, do I go for card advantage? Do I heal to be safe out of?
This is a stalemate. It's a standoff between two guys with overpowered cards, and they're just looking to unleash the first combo. It feels like anything can happen all over again. Innervate? Nope.
That's also a really good card. That's actually
There's
one
no
of the
more
best
swipes,
cards
though.
you can ask for. And if he gets...
Where does Surrender get, Dr. Boom?
Here's the thing about the Savage Roar. He doesn't actually set up lethal that way.
Well, with the combo, he still gets
he's one
another...
off. He's 2 off, actually, because his opponent will heal.
He'll get 21, 22, I guess. Correct.
Is he going to go phase?
No, just with the hero power.
Okay.
Just his own Druid.
Yeah, but he still doesn't have lethal this way. Oh, Jab draws the Innervate, and that is a misfire.
Wait. If you go for combo now, you dodge Lotheb, you could technically just top deck a swipe because now you're locked out of the game by a taunt. Whereas if you went for combo here, push for 14, there's no more heals in that deck. You can also get the hero power in. A top deck swipe would win, and you haven't seen the swipes yet. They're still in.
Well, if
I kind of like this combo play. If you push, I think it's correct because swipe will be locked out. Surrender can't actually win, and Lotheb doesn't even win it. Not a card you're looking
that's
for.
basically like Innervate at this point.
Yeah.
Although, we've been
Roar.
seeing Druid hover in a life range where Darnell's Aspirin staying alive might actually be the key. If I'm Surrender, I just slam this baby down in taunt mode. I keep saying defense mode. And just try to go as hard as you can for this victory. There's not much else left to think about. You just have to let the cards play themselves, and let's see what Jab's got.
Whoa!
Charge.
No, there's nothing that you could top deck here that wins.
Because it's so smart. His opponent had a...
If you went for the play last turn, he would have been able to win off the top deck for Jab. Oh, no.
Hold on, I want to point out that Surrender made a brilliant play
here,
just now, because if for some reason he lost everything on board,
doesn't matter.
He still has Force of Nature Savage Roar to finish the game, because he recognized that Jab probably is holding combo, and he knows that he won't die too. That was awesome. And now Jab is in a situation where he is rewinding the past minute of his life, wondering why he didn't combo for that possibility of winning the game with a swipe top deck.
Yeah, the swipe is kind of disheartening.
It's so easy for us to look at this and just kind of point and laugh, but what if Surrender drew another Ancient of Lore to heal himself? What if he drew
He's already
Lotheb?
played 2. Yeah, the Lotheb would have still gotten a lethal because swipe cost 9. I think Jab was just not expecting to get pushed out of by the Druid Claw charge. Maybe thought he had another turn past this.
Well, he's got it clear.
Yeah,
with the
he absolutely
combo.
has to. It feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Okay, so he keeps the Savage Roar with a win condition, but he knows what time it is. Surrender is about to drop his Force of Nature Savage Roar, and what a crazy back and forth game number 5 here.
Well, Surrender took it in the end, but Jab very close to getting. For Druid mirror match, which we thought would be somewhat underwhelming. I think we've been oversatisfied with this. I don't know.
I didn't think it'd be underwhelming. I thought it's pretty
think Druid
fun.
mirrors can be a little stale because it's all who gets the first 5-5 on the board wins the game.
Well, it's starting to change a lot of times and recently because things like Darnell's Aspirin and how Living Roots